of day. Past rusted chains and splintered wood where shadows used to play. I saw her there upon the stone, still as the dying gray. A mermaid cold and pale and still, her tail a fractured gleam. No ocean song escaped her lips, no vibrant living dream. But in the dark a morbid love began to take its hold. I lifted her so fragile, cold, a story to be told. My arms grew weak, her weight a burden, past the sleeping town. I carried her, a silent charge, beneath the moon's white crown. The scent of brine, the seaweed clinging to her tangled, darkened hair. I knew that loving something broken was a dangerous affair. A mermaid cold and pale and still, her tail a fractured gleam. No ocean song escaped her lips, no vibrant living dream. But in the dark a morbid love began to take its hold. I lifted her so fragile, cold, a story to be told. A sanctuary where shadows twist and turn. I laid her down upon the bed where embers softly burn. Her scales like scattered, shattered pearls in the lamplight's gentle glow. I traced the lines of her still face where life had ceased to flow. The night descends, a whispered hush, outside the waves still crash. I speak to her of lonely things, the life I couldn't grasp. Of days I spent in silent yearning for a touch, a loving gaze. Now here she lies, oh fragile, cold, through endless moonlit days. A mermaid cold and pale and still, her tail a fractured gleam. No ocean song escaped her lips, no vibrant living dream. But in the dark a morbid love began to take its hold. I lifted her so fragile, cold, a story to be told. The morning light will find us here, her beauty bittersweet. A love that's born of death in silence in this lonely cold retreat. And though she'll never speak to me or answer to my plea, I'll keep her close, my silent mermaid, eternally with me. Find us here, her beauty bittersweet. A love that's born of death and silence in this lonely cold retreat. And though she'll never speak to me or answer to my plea, I'll keep her close, my silent mermaid, eternally with me. Was there a velvet shroud hung low above the bay? The salt spray kissed my lonely face, another end of day. Past rusted chains and splintered wood where shadows used to play. I saw her there upon the stone, still as the dying gray. A mermaid cold and pale and still, her tail fractured gleam. No ocean song escapes her lips, no vibrant living dream. But in the dark a loving love began to take its hold. I lifted her so fragile, cold, a story to be told. My arms grew weak, her weight a burden, past the sleeping town. I carried her, a silent charge, beneath the moon's white crown. The scent of brine, the seaweed clinging to her tangled, darkened hair. I knew that loving something broken was a dangerous affair. A mermaid cold and pale and still, her tail a fractured gleam. No ocean song escapes her lips, no vibrant living dream. But in the dark a loving love began to take its hold. I lifted her so fragile, cold, a story to be told. My tiny room, sanctuary, where shadows twist and turn. I laid her down upon the bed where embers softly burned. Her scales like scattered, shattered pearls in the lamplight's gentle glow. I traced the lines of her still face where life had ceased to flow. Descends, a whispered hush, outside the waves still crash. I speak to her of lonely things, the life I couldn't grasp. Of days I spent in silent yearning for a time A loving